everybody, for this video we're going to be making sun prints. All you're going to need is some construction paper, some plastic wrap, or you can use, like, if you have plexiglass, which whatever. So I'll be using saran wrap, and a pair of scissors. For construction paper, you really can use any kind of construction paper you want. I found that these darker colors work the best or show the biggest difference. So let's get started. So as you can see, we're out here on a sunny day, and I just used my scissors and I picked some floral things. I got some grass, some flowers. You can use anything you want. You can use things that aren't nature either, but I just think the flowers are kind of cute, and we're at camp, so it's like outdoorsy. But the first thing you're gonna do is find some flowers and things and then lay them down on your paper. So I've chosen this spot because I know that this paper, even though I'm shadowing it, it's gonna get a lot of sunlight right here. So I'm just gonna arrange my stuff wherever I want them. You can have a bunch of stuff, you can have a little bit of stuff. I don't know, we're just trying this out right now. Okay, so there's some stuff. So then you need to take your plastic wrap and you need to cut off a piece that's the size of this paper. And what this will do is it will help trap like the UV rays from the sunlight, and it'll kind of hold it down here on the paper, and it'll accelerate or make the process faster. So that'll fit over my paper. Let's see. So then do your best to make sure this doesn't crumple up, and I'm just gonna lay this over the top like that. And then I've got some rocks over here. I'm just gonna use it to weigh it down in case it gets a little windy so it doesn't blow away. Here's another one. And that's all you do. And then we're just gonna let that sit in the sun for probably, it depends on how sunny it is, but I would say at least an hour. If you come out here and notice that it's not doing its thing yet, it might be even up to like 2 or 3 hours. If you're in really, really heavy direct sunlight, it could even take a half an hour, but let's come back and we'll check on it later. So here we are a couple hours later after doing our sun prints. One thing to note, because I'm using plants, plants are full of water, so the sun is actually drying out the plants, which will make them shrink a little bit, make them kind of, not necessarily shrivel, but they're gonna get a little smaller. So it may not look the way you intended it to begin with, but let's go ahead and take off our plastic and move off the plants, and we can see our sun print. So here, don't want to let that litter. And there you go. So it's kind of faint. If you were to leave it in the sun for longer, it would get, this outside color would get more faded. And you can kind of see right here, the reason it looks a little blurry is because of that shrinking. So my plant didn't stay in the exact same spot. It kind of shrunk a little bit as it dried. But here, right here, you can see a really huge change in color. So the UV rays from the sun came down, and the plastic kind of trapped it and helped it stay right here. And it pulled off the color, or not pulled off, because that's not what happens. It fades the color on the paper, but everything that all the plants that we put on here blocked the UV rays. It left a shadow, and then it created our sun prints. So if you make these at home, you can use plants, you can use, like, if you have blocks, if you've got little letters, you can use anything you want and make your own sun print.